Before I decided to buy this, I saw a ton of mixed opinions online. Some people called it a great deal for the price, while others pointed out a few issues. So, in this video, I'll share my honest experience and help you decide if it's worth it. If you're considering it, I've added a discounted link in the description so you can check it out for yourself. Grab it while it's still at a good price. Alright, so I've been using these over-ear headphones for a bit now, and I have to say, I'm really impressed, especially considering the price. The sound quality is definitely the standout feature here. It's incredibly detailed and neutral, very well balanced overall. The clarity and precision are especially noticeable when listening to acoustic music. You really get to hear each instrument distinctly, which is awesome if you're into that kind of clarity. The soundstage is pretty open and spacious, but I'll admit, it does feel a little bit narrow sometimes, though it's not a deal breaker. As far as the bass goes, it's decent. It's not super heavy or overpowering, but it's there when you need it, and you can always tweak it with an equalizer if you want a little more thump. For most genres, the bass is more than enough, and the rest of the frequencies are just spot on. It's not the kind of bass that's going to shake your head, but for detail and accuracy, it's great. Now, the build quality is solid. They feel sturdy, and I don't get the impression they're gonna break easily. The headband and ear cups are well constructed for the price, though I'd say they're a bit on the heavier side, which some people might find uncomfortable during long listening sessions. I can wear them for a few hours without too much discomfort, but if you're sensitive to weight, you might feel it after a while. One thing to note, though, is that these headphones aren't the easiest to drive. They definitely need an amplifier or a good DAC to really shine. Without enough power, they might sound a bit underwhelming, but once you hook them up to the right gear, they really open up. The sound becomes much clearer, faster, and more detailed than what you'd typically get from dynamic driver headphones. So, if you're planning to use these, make sure you've got something to drive them properly. The detachable cable is a nice touch, and while the included 3.5mm cable works fine, I've heard that upgrading to a balanced 4.4mm cable can improve performance even more. I haven't made that upgrade yet, but it's definitely something I'll be looking into. The comfort is pretty good, too. I've worn these for long periods, and they're comfortable even when wearing glasses, which is something I appreciate. However, I've seen some people mention that they can get a bit uncomfortable over extended listening sessions, especially because they're a bit heavier than other headphones in this price range. But for the most part, I think they're pretty good for casual listening. As for packaging, everything arrived in perfect condition, and it was packed securely. No complaints there. Overall, I think these headphones offer incredible value for the price, especially if you're into more detailed, neutral sound. They're definitely a great entry point for planar magnetic headphones, but just be aware that they need proper amplification to really reach their full potential. If you're okay with that and you're looking for something that gives you fantastic sound without breaking the bank, I highly recommend these.